everyone, good morning. This is me Avishka and the bulletin today starts with Google Pixel 9a spotted on certification website, hints on March launch. WhatsApp rolls out AI chat and new features for Android, iOS and desktop. Tencent Cloud integrates DeepSeek AI for instant deployment. Google Play protects strengthen Android security against malicious apps. Pebble smartwatch to return with classic design and long battery life. AI powered and phishing attack post threat to Gmail users. Vivo V50 teased with wedding mode expected to launch in February. In the previous quiz, we asked you what is the name of first ever computer virus created, and the answer is Creeper. It's time for a daily tech quiz. Yesterday's question: what was the first search engine on the internet? Confident you got the answer? Drop your guess in the comments below and tune in to tomorrow's news bulletin to find out if you nailed it. Stay tuned. Let's start with the first news. Google's upcoming Pixel 9a has surfaced on a certification website suggesting an imminent release ahead of Google I/O 2025. According to a report by 91 Mobiles, the smartphone carries the model number GTF7P and is expected to debut with Android 15 pre-installed. If leaks are accurate, the Pixel 9a could launch on March 2025, making it an early addition to Google's mid-range A-series lineup. Expected specifications include a 6.3-inch Aqua display with 2700 nits brightness and Google's Tensor G4 chipset, 8GB RAM and 256GB storage. The camera setup may feature a 48MP primary sensor, 13MP ultra-wide camera and 13MP front camera. A 5100 mAh battery with 23-watt wired and 7.5-watt wireless charging is also anticipated. If these upgrades hold, the Pixel 9a could be a significant contender in the mid-range smartphones market. With a possible launch in just a few months, Google is likely to reveal official details soon. Now, WhatsApp has introduced several new features across Android, iOS, and desktop platforms in January 2025, enhancing the user experience. One major addition is AI Studio, allowing users to interact with AI-generated personas, including cultural figures and popular characters, via the Meta AI chat window. iPhone users now have a built-in dial pad, enabling direct numbers dialing without saving contact. A double-tap reaction feature lets users quickly respond to messages with emojis similar to Instagram DMs. Additionally, WhatsApp now supports custom photo stickers where users can turn images into stickers automatically. A new sticker pack sharing feature also enables users to send sticker packs via direct links. These updates aim to improve messaging and personalization, making WhatsApp more interactive. Now, to access these features, you should update their app to the latest version. Then we have Tencent Cloud, which has deployed DeepSeek R1, a Chinese AI startup model, onto its Hyper Application Inventor platform, enabling developers to access AI services within minutes. The move follows Huawei's similar integration of the model on its cloud platform. Traditionally, AI deployment required purchasing GPUs, configuring networks, and setting up environments, but Tencent's approach streamlines this process in just 2 steps. Tech analyst Liu Dingding says this development benefits startups, allowing them to focus on AI application without technical complexity. Now, the move signals a shift towards collaboration over competition in China's tech industry as companies unite to advance domestic AI solutions. Tencent DeepSeek R1 v3 interface service aims to rival global GPU-based AI deployments, boosting efficiency for developers. This trend of simplified AI accessibility could shape future innovation, making AI integration faster and more cost-effective for businesses. Then we have Google, which has blocked over 2.36 million malicious apps from Play Store in 2024, highlighting the dangers of side-loading apps on Android. While the Play Store ensures most apps are safe, side-loaded apps can exploit vulnerabilities and steal personal data. To combat this, Google Play Protect activity scans remove harmful apps from Android devices. It detects malicious behavior and, depending on severity, either alerts the user or automatically removes the threat. Users can manually scan their devices by opening the Google Play Store, selecting Play Protect and clicking Scan. Play Protect also sends data from unknown apps to Google from verification. While this feature can be disabled, experts recommend keeping it activated, especially the improved harmful app detection option to ensure maximum security. As cyber threats grow, Play Protect serves as a crucial defense, helping Android users keep their devices safe from malware and unauthorized access. Now, the Pebble smartwatch is making a comeback, but with a non-touchscreen button-based interface, staying true to its original 2013 design. In an interview with CNET, Pebble founder Eric Migikovsky revealed that the new watch will feature a rectangular plastic body available in black and white. Unlike modern smartwatches, it will not include advanced sensors like blood tracking, oxygen tracking, but will focus on simplicity and usability. This highlights its 1 week battery life, a rare feature in today's smartwatch market. Pebble was originally a crowd-funded project, later acquired by Fitbit, which was then bought by Google. While the launch date and pricing remain unknown, the new Pebble Watch is expected to cater to fans of the original model who prefer long battery life, physical controls over touchscreen. More details of this release and features are expected soon. Then we have hackers who are using AI-powered phishing attacks to bypass security measure and gain access to Gmail accounts, according to a Forbes report. This method involves cybercriminals impersonating Google support technicians, calling users from what appears to be an official Google caller ID. They manipulate victims into providing security codes, granting unauthorized access to their account. Despite two-factor authentication, these sophisticated attacks exploit human trust. Hack Club founder Zach Letta nearly fell victim to such a scam, calling it a clever AI attack. SonicWall VP Sensor Starkey warns that hackers are consistently developing new tactics, urging companies to adopt proactive security strategies. With over 2.5 billion Gmail users at risk, experts advise vigilance against unsolicited security calls and messages. The attack underscores the growing use of AI in cybercrime, making traditional security measures insufficient. Now, users should verify any suspicious communication and avoid sharing verification code over calls or messages. As cybercriminals evolve their tactics, businesses and individuals must remain cautious and continuously update their cybersecurity defenses. But not the least, Vivo has teased its upcoming V50 series, emphasizing camera upgrades and a new wedding mode. Though the launch date remains unconfirmed, leaks suggest a February 2025 debut. The smartphone will succeed the Vivo V40, which launched just 5 months ago, and will likely feature an improved portrait photography, especially for traditional Indian weddings. The Zeiss-powered camera is expected to offer professional-grade imaging, aligning with Vivo's tagline, "Capture Your Forever." The Vivo V50 is rumored to feature a Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor, dual 50MP rear camera and a 50MP front camera with minor hardware refinement over its predecessor. Leaks indicate a starting price of $37,999, marking a slight increase from the Vivo V40's launch price of $34,999. Despite incremental upgrades, Vivo aims to attract users looking for premium photography features in the mid-premium segment. More details are expected in the upcoming weeks as Vivo prepares for an official launch announcement. Now, this was it for today's news. For more such tech updates, make sure you stay tuned to IT Voice.